First of all, let me tell you something. Lamont is just full of
Sometimes my mama said, you know, when you don't have nothing nice to say, you should be quiet.
People say that Stephen A. is a coon. You agree with that? Everybody got quiet on that one? Okay, go ahead.
Rudy Giuliani practices voodoo. So he put a voodoo hex on my girl, Hillary, and that's why she got woozy. And the Secret Service had to prop her up and put her in the van.
But take us to a break, my dude.
It was voodoo, son.
I don't know about that voodoo.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Three Black Guys with a Mic. What is really good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Three Black Guys with the Mic, the podcast where politics meet pop culture and hip-hop debate style. This episode of Three Black Guys with the Mic is being brought to you by Rugged EVO, Rugged Evolution. Ladies and gentlemen, fellas, if you are looking for something to get your beard game right, which my beard is like horrible. Listen, I got a couple grays going on, man. I got a couple grays jumping off in these streets. I wonder if Rugged Evolution could do some of that. At what age, can I ask a stupid question real quick? At what age do you start putting the black dye in your beard?
Never. Just
Why?
It's I was sitting at the bar next to this dude, and he was all dyed like perfectly jet black with these big wrinkly bags under his eyes and missing a tooth. I'm like, my dude, you are just out here lying. Like, no one believes that that's your hair.
Why do people put the black dye in their hair anyway?
They trying to stay young. But there's only one way to stay young, and that's just to
be gray
young.
Isn't for everybody, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm confused.
But the black dye, though? Like,
but gray's not for everybody. I mean, look at Maynard. Wouldn't Maynard look much better without the gray?
No.
I think you would look a whole lot better.
From my understanding, I thought the ladies like a little salt and pepper.
Nah, no. Maynard, how do the girls like your gray?
Everybody loves Maynard, so it don't matter.
Oh, ladies, gray or not?
I'm LLMJ. Ladies love Maynard J.
Nice. Okay, Maynard. Okay.
Okay, if you say so. Anyways, this episode of Three Black Guys with the Mic is brought to you by Rugged Evolution. Somebody is calling me right now. By Rugged Evolution, go to ruggedevo.com. Use the promo code 3guys-001. Get 10% off of your order when you use that promo code. That means that you can get yourself bombs, soaps, the whole 9 yards. You can see my face is glistening because I've been using the soaps. I'm loving it. Loving it and loving it. Anyways, fellas, what's the deal? We are 50 days away before we choose another president or the same president.
I'm sorry. And I don't want to be disrespectful to that, but if I'm not mistaken, in 7 days, I'll be 50. Can we get with that too?
Right. That's why I said.
Can we get on that train first?
That's why I was like, yo, Lamont, what's your address? I got something for you.
Yo, all of that. Listen, I had to call Mike Zuckerberg. He keep sending me these messages. Who you gonna, your charity for your birthday? I was like, me. Like, we're not doing the charity thing on my Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? We're giving out cash apps, whatever it is.
No.
Run all of that.
You're not doing no cash app, Lamont. That's not happening.
Nah. It sounds good, but no. I'll be 50 years old. Listen, man. I'm feeling some kind of way. I've been
about
really,
what?
Like,
what are you feeling away about?
I've been dodging this AARP thing, bro. But they keep calling. So I'm gonna send them their $12. You know what I'm saying?
You and the crew. You clicked up now. You clicked up.
Yeah. And just sign up. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's get busy. You know what I'm saying? Let's realistically see how these next 40 gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Despite being my friend,
I'm 40 more and out. You know what I'm saying?
Despite being my friend and having closeness with me like that. You finally got something in common with my mom. You in the AARP.
It's a little disrespectful. What do you mean?
I mean, I'm saying my mom loved me, you love me, and now you AARP. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got two things in common.
We love you. We don't like your son a lot, but shout to Maynard Scales' mom. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? But Spud, can we take care of some other business real quick, man? Because I want to shout out your lovely wife. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. And this would all due love and respect. Your wife is a amazing person. She's mad cool, but there was a Charles Spence and Mrs. Spence. I'm not gonna call her by her first name because there's too much respect there. I guess you all were in the boudoir. and you were having a discussion.
Wait, whoa.
You all were in the boudoir, right? and this discussion was about barbecuing and wearing white, if I'm not mistaken.
That is true. Yes.
Do you remember that,
so
Spud?
my wife, you know what I'm saying? So she, if you leave it up to her, she'll barbecue for the rest of the year. Listen, man, sometimes you got to put the tongs away.
Why? What do you mean? What is wrong with barbecuing in October and November? I'm rocking with your wife. You know what I'm saying? I need to figure out, like I kind of felt like you was a lot out of pocket, but I can't, only because the wife put the energy out there. I mean, in November, December.
No.
After the white is put up, I might want some ribs on the grill.
No. Listen, barbecuing is for the summertime.
Nah.
You're supposed to barbecue in the summertime. 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day. That's when you're supposed to barbecue. You're not, and then in between, you're not supposed to be out there like Bill Cosby, 2 degrees, trying to put a pork butt in your, grill. You're not supposed to be out there trying to put ribs on the grill and season them, trying to light a fire out there like this. You're not supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what barbecue is all about. If you want some barbecue in November or December, go to Atkins Barbecue or go to Parks Barbecue or something like that. Go get you some barbecue if you want some barbecue. But you're not supposed to be out there on the grill.
Maynard?
Survey says Spud's wrong. You barbecue, I'm on the grill till the wheels fall off, baby. I'm on that grill. I don't care. Anytime I can have food that got smoke taste in it, that's what I'm all about. I'm just saying. Lamont, how do you feel about it?
I mean, of course, and again, I just thought it was hilarious to see this exchange between my man and his wife because everybody was holding their position. Spud was like, nah, and his wife was like, no, if we need to get out and get them charcoals a burning, even if it's 14 degrees, let's get it popping. And I was like, you know what? I'm down with Spud's wife.
I'm down with that. I feel like you supposed to barbecue. You supposed to be prepared to barbecue all the way through at least a week before Christmas because the smoked turkey is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that.
I'm down. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me take that back. Thanksgiving, which I said on Thanksgiving, you should be out there on the smoked turkey hit. I'm with you. Christmas, if the weather is nice, smoke you some turkey. I'm just saying you should not be out there when it's 27 degrees outside with a bomber on or a triple fat goose or shirling and a hoodie and a beanie on. The only reason gloves, trying to flip some ribs over.
The only reason why it feels wrong. The only reason why it feels wrong is that it comes down to, it's dark. So you just got to start at the right time of day. If you start that thing at like 1 PM on a Saturday, by the time like 4:30, 5 o'clock hit, you good. You got all your cooking is all done.
But I might need that darkness. I shout out to my wife. I love but what if I want to just get out the house, smoke a cigar? You know what I'm saying? Get them flames going.
Well, get out the house and smoke a cigar. But I'm saying I don't like the idea of trying to cook in the dark too much. You know what I'm saying? I need the confidence of knowing that. And if I'm smoking a turkey, right, that's going to be out there for a minute. I might as well.
You got to start early morning on that. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
Yeah, but that's a special occasion.
But you're
not smoking no turkey.
But you're going to be outside. Why not just go ahead and throw the burgers on anyways? Just toss it. You outside cooking. You're supposed to have 2-3 burgers.
Labor Day, 4th of July, and every day in between, every weekend in between, you all good on the barbecue hit. After Labor Day, time to put the tongs up. Time to do something different. Time to bring it in.
After
grab a
Labor
George
Day?
Foreman, whatever. You got to grab a George Foreman, then grab a George Foreman.
No. George Foreman is out, my dude. Do they even sell George Foremans anymore?
Yep.
That's
no,
out.
we don't use George Foremans.
Spud.
You got a beef hot dog on a George Foreman?
No, we're all 40 plus. We don't do George Foreman.
I don't do it anymore, but I'm just saying, when you was in your 20s, you ever had a beef hot dog? With the George Foreman?
I mean, look, there was a minute when I was George Foreman.
Hey, listen, man. We're going to get something got out the way, and then we can get the show started. So, I got a new TV show that I really, really like, and I need y'all to help me out. And I know it was different, but it was the same. But it's a show on HBO called Lovecraft Country, right?
Best show on TV.
Right? So we all know Michael K. Williams, a.k.a. Omar, you know what I'm saying, from The Wire. Last night's episode, my guy, you know, through the whole new episode, I don't know what kind of energy we was giving, but we were just giving this uncle energy, right? I don't know the character's name, but last night.
Did you say uncle energy?
Yeah, oh, he's like an uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like, he drink a little bit, cuss a little bit, you know, cook in the wintertime, that kind of uncle,
Okay.
right? So last night he had this love scene on Lovecraft Country with another man, and he spit in his hand.
We didn't need the reenactment.
Yo, my guy. Y'all saw the Burger King and the McDonald's icon kissing. I know we ain't in the podcast yet, but where we at? What are we doing out here, bro? Like,
Can I ask a question, though, before you answer that?
What?
Am I wrong, or is there something wrong with me that I still close my eyes when I see two men kiss?
Yeah,
Yo.
no.
Like, I don't, not that I, you know, hey, do you? But when I see two men kiss, I'm just like, oh, wow, oh, wow.
Yeah, but Spud, let me ask you a question. And man, I'm gonna throw this ball to you. Even if it's a man and a woman, and you hear the man go hop, and he spits in his hand, doesn't that just sets the love scene off to be bad?
Spit is
I mean,
all
just
bad.
spit in general. Spit during the love scene is
Bad.
just
All bad.
Is that WAP or is that not a
Whoa.
So I'm just saying where are we at, fellas? And again, and after this, can we get to the podcast? But what are we doing out here? Because again, what I sent in the private chat or the group chat with Burger King and Ronald McDonald kissing was real. That was a real ad campaign in Helsinki, right? Ad campaign during Pride Week over there. That's how they getting down. But I mean, is it like we got Big Macs and Whoppers? They're kissing now. That's what we doing. Where we at?
I mean, I think that, you know, you could we got to learn how to either embrace it. I mean, we can't fight it anymore. I mean, men who like men are here to stay. Women who like women are here to stay. There is no more of it's all out in the open now. And so, do you not think that they're supposed to have their love scene just as much as the man or the woman supposed to have their love scene?
But I'm trying to figure out, was Wendy bending over for Ronald McDonald in the past? Was she kissing Ronald McDonald?
I don't think I've ever seen Ronald McDonald kiss anyone.
My point exactly. So why does Ronald McDonald and the Whopper man, I don't know his name, why do they have to kiss? Why just can't be hamburgers, bro?
That's the Burger. First of all, Lamont, you gonna get his name right. That's Burger King. He's the Burger King.
My fault.
He's
Shout out to Burger King.
He's the king.
But again,
He's the king.
I mean, if we never saw Uncle Dave or Dave have Wendy twerking. Was she ever twerking? She was just out here like, I'm gonna sell these Frosties. Get you these chicken McNuggets.
Frosties.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
I mean, but you never know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Wendy might, be down to do something strange for a piece of change. I don't know. All I know is it's getting out of hand. And to go back to your Lovecraft piece with Michael K. Williams, aka Omar, he has played a handful. He's played, obviously, this is at least the second gay character he's played. And maybe that's just something that he's capable of doing and doing well and compartmentalizing. I would probably tell my agent, like, look, I can't do too many more of these.
I mean, but are we spitting in our hand?
But I'm pretty sure he came out and said that he was.
Really?
I looked for that, homie. I couldn't find it. I said maybe Spud saw something I couldn't find.
I'm pretty sure that he came out. Could have sworn it was a Wendy Williams conversation.
Okay, but are we spitting in our hand before mail entry? Is that what we're doing, though, in 2020?
I don't know. I mean, I've never had mail entry or exit or either entered or whatever, so I can't tell you.
So maybe
when you spit, my grandfather would spit on his hands before he would slap the living hell out of you. He would go and smack the hell out of you. That's the only spitting in the hand I ever know.
I ain't for the spitting. I've seen some cinematography with lovely ladies and people, and then spit comes out, and I don't think I want to finish watching that cinematography. I don't like those films. I don't want to see that. Shout out to never mind. But now I don't like the spit. I don't like it. The spit is an automatic turn off. That means that the film is over for me. Done deal.
And again,
well, now I'm curious. Are you watching those type of films that have Michael K. Williams and another man in them?
You talking about me?
Or
Maynard, you're the one who said that, those are the turnoff, which means that you basically have watched those movies in the past.
I've seen a film or two that may be available on the web at certain websites.
Have a man and a man in them spitting.
No. I'm saying even a woman and a woman spit is just out. I don't want to see anybody spitting.
Yeah, in this COVID climate, that just does not seem sanitary. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. Even pre-COVID, you're just kind of like, let's chill on the spit. So, can we get to the podcast, please? Because I'm going over my show notes.
Okay. So what do we want to talk about first? Can we talk? Let's just move past the happy talk. Let's get into the election, ladies and gentlemen. We are 50 days away from the election, which means that in 50 days we are going to choose another president. Here's my question to you, Maynard, because you are our political guru. Are the Democrats ready to beat Donald Trump? Has there been enough groundwork? You know what? Let me just back. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not a Donald Trump fan or a supporter, but I got to give Donald Trump credit. Donald Trump shows up. We already knew what the game plan was after the 2016 election, where Hillary didn't show up in a couple of states and she got a little lazy at the end. And I don't think that Joe and Kamala are lazy, but I just don't feel like they're showing up as aggressive as Trump. So I got to give Trump his credit. He shows up. He is like, look, y'all can get COVID if y'all want to, but we don't have these damn rallies. Somebody gonna see me. So
I think the thing is this. Unfortunately, not necessarily unfortunately, but if I was working for Donald Trump, the problem would be he's not growing anything. Like, he's preaching to his particular choir, and that choir is getting smaller. Right? We do know, we have seen the numbers in multiple states where not only is Biden outpacing Trump in these places, Biden is outpacing where Hillary was in these instances. Where Hillary had like a 3 or 4 point lead, Biden has a 8, 9, 10, in some instances greater than a 2-digit lead, like 11 or 12 points. So there's that. And then what happens, unfortunately, is that Trump is not stepping outside of his base. We used to talk a lot about how do we get, when we were in radio together, how do we get bigger than the station, right? We know that we can get everybody the station reaches. That's not the issue. How do we get people who don't listen to the station to come to us? And that's when we were doing point of purchase materials. We were stepping outside of our audience. He's not stepping out. He's playing the same hits. He's still arguing with Hillary Clinton, which I don't understand that, right? That's an old song. He's still talking about Hunter Biden. That was a make it or break it that just got broke. Nobody wanted that. He's not growing.
Yeah. I'm gonna slightly disagree with you on that. I understand statistic, whatever the word is.
Testicular?
I understand. Yeah, I can't say it statistically or whatever it is. I can't say it. I understand that is the rule book. But at the same time, I mean, what's Joe Biden doing different than, Donald Trump? There isn't any new playbook that Joe Biden is doing. And let me just flip it back to, Trump. I understand that what you're saying, that he's saying the same thing about, he's talking about Hillary and, he's doing all these crazy things. But you know what? Love and Hip Hop still comes on every single Monday night and people still tune in. I mean, as much as people still say that this is whack and it's horrible and I'm not going to watch anymore, people still tune into the Housewives. They still tune into reality TV. That's what energizes people. And I am thinking, I'm concerned that there is Lamonte said it in the beginning, that Joe is going to have to come out swinging. I just don't know if it's a big enough hit yet.
Well, one of the things that Love and Hip Hop does, or Housewives does, or a lot of these shows do, let's talk about, we want to talk later about Power, is they go and find somebody and bring them in, right? The Love and Hip Hop cast New York is the New York cast. And if it stayed New York, it would stay with just that little piece of audience. But every once in a while, they'd be like, okay, we need to bring somebody from the Atlanta cast to the New York show. Just because there's some people who be like, I really don't mess with New York. Oh, but you gonna put Young Jock in the New York one? I like to see that. And so with Housewives and all these other things, they go out and find other parts to try to bring people in. Power decided they're going to bring Mary J. Blige and Method Man in, right? And that's going to hopefully grow this thing. Some TV show is going to decide that they want to bring in, DJ Run, and at the same time, Quavo from the Migos. And they try to, make these audiences kind of meet in the middle somewhere. He's not, he hasn't added any new young energy or any outside energy. And he continues to basically do what he's always done. And that's not been working as much.
Well, see, Maynard, here's where I might have to disagree with you. Because I think what you're saying is 98% right. But here's where the Dems, they mess up. Like, you got to understand Donald and his crew. They will lie, cheat, and steal. I was watching this last night on the Circus that comes on Showtime, a political show, and they did an in-depth thing about the whole voting machine.
John Hyman and company.
Right? How the Postmaster General, he took all of these machines out of service that were not broken. Wasn't nothing wrong with the machines. It was like one of the postal persons said, like, we still don't know why they took them out, why they put them in the trash. You feel what I'm saying? There's so many other things that Donald and his crew have done historically and probably is doing as we speak to lie, cheat, and steal. So you got to put that into the mix, bro. It's like you're not dealing with the up and up, and you're right. He's not going to be able to reach. And I said to somebody the other day, I understand now more than ever why this country was at a civil war stage, because you're just going to have a certain amount of people in this country that they're just going to believe what they're going to believe, and it is what it is, and that's his base. You feel me? So he's just trying to peel a little bit of our side of what it's going to be that's going to take him over the top, which is how they said while he was spending that money and that time and that energy in Vegas. Vegas only got a few electoral votes, but it was like, listen, they got to peel a little here. They got to peel a little there. They got to try to get with the Latino brothers in Florida. Just peel a little bit.
Right.
If they keep peeling a little bit here, and there, and it'll get them where they need to be, because they know the majority of the side is going to roll with.
But Lamont, is the base stronger than the general election?
No, unless they steal. But the base wasn't strong enough in 16, Spud. He did not win the popular, baby.
Listen, the man said he's playing down the coronavirus on tape. Okay? The man said he's not even worried about it.
Yeah.
He's playing it down on purpose.
Yes.
On tape.
Yes.
And the America has seen it. It's not sticking.
Well,
nothing
wait a minute, Spud.
Does.
Wait a minute, Spud. So that just came out this week, and polling probably just hit the street on Sunday. But we do know, and people will say, well, the polls are wrong, the polls is all we have right now are the polls. We don't have anything, but there's nothing else we can hang our hat on other than I had a dream last night that Trump won or Trump lost or this or the world blew up. So all we have right now is the polls, and the polls are indicating that in some areas like Wisconsin, there may be some tightening, but the lead is still larger than the lead that Hillary had over Trump. Now, remember when Trump won,
but Maynard, we've been in the lead before, Playboy.
I got you, but
so let's just even stop talking about the lead. Let's not play that game.
Okay, but we don't have nothing else to discuss. There's no scientific data of any sort other than the polls. That's the only thing we have at this moment. So what we have to do is understand what they indicate, and that shows us where some holes and weaknesses are, and then we go in and we strengthen them. But when it comes right down to it, sometimes you just gotta let your opponent just continue to dig holes. And
no, I agree with you. I think that you're right. I think that from a very strategic perspective, what you are saying is absolutely correct. Numbers, polls, data, all that don't get people to the polls. And at the end of the day, this is about energizing a base of people that will actually go out and vote. So the polls can say what they want to. Oh, do you think that, Donald Trump is doing a great job? Hell no. I think Joe Biden would be a better president. That don't mean I'm going to go to the damn polls and vote for him.
Right.
That don't mean I'm going to wake up on, November 3rd and go.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Absentee ballot. It's been sitting in my on my dresser for 3 weeks. I ain't even mailed it in. We can talk about the census. I mean, the census numbers are ridiculous right now.
Wasn't it like 30%?
I would love to have brand new schools.
Wasn't it like 30%?
This. I would love to have better things for my community. Oh, but I'm not going to fill it out. And I'm not going to send it back.
But let me ask you this. Do you think that Donald Trump is going to win the popular vote?
I do not, but he didn't win the popular vote in 2016.
Fine.
Right.
And we understand that the likelihood is that he won't win the popular vote. We also understand that the lead that that Biden has over Hillary in the same time, in this, like, if pacing wise, day to day, against the number of days available left in the election, he's outpacing Hillary by twice. Okay, that's all we got to go by right now. And so,
I understand that. Can I just make my one last final point?
No, not really, but go ahead.
Thank you. There was a young black man in the city of Detroit.
Young black man.
Young, vibrant, energetic.
It was, was the 3rd of September.
Where was he? Where he going?
I mean, you couldn't tell this boy nothing.
Can't tell me nothing.
And then he ran for mayor and won. Messed up the city. Nobody liked the man. He was flying around the country, got an earring in his ear. I mean, he was doing with this woman and with this woman and sending text messages and hanging out. And everybody wanted him gone. He was not running the city the way he was supposed to run it. And then here comes the older guy, the more experienced guy, the guy who has a lot more swag and finesse and more experience.
He ain't have more swag. He damn straight. Hold on. He didn't have more swag.
He had more swag, and just in a little bit more older generation, but he had more swag. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that happened. 2 days, because I witnessed it. I was there both days. Day number 1, every club, every party, every restaurant, every person shook every hand, the whole 9 yards. The day of, didn't even put on a suit. Went outside in a sweatsuit and a trench coat in front of the polls, shaking people's hands, saying what's up. Please vote for me. And you got a second term. Why? He showed up. The data doesn't matter. The polls, that sounds great. But that young black man,
I don't know if that was
doing
it.
time
I think
right now, he shouldn't be doing time.
I think that debate where he called the opponent out and used some choice words to speak about that opponent, that really was damaging. So I'm not 100% sure about that. So Lamont, what do you think? What say you, Lamont?
We talking about Kwame or we talking about
my damn thing? My bad. I'm back.
About that young man that we were talking about, that Spud was so passionately discussing.
Well, no, I think Spud's right. I think, this whole thing about polls and debates, we're Don King in this thing right now. Like, we really should have voted 2 months ago. You feel what I'm saying? It's like we're trying to hype this up to a big prize fight. Like, we really know what it is. I don't need any more Bob Woodward books. I don't need any more bombshells. But you know what? Even with Bloomberg dropping 100 M's in Florida, I mean, I feel like we're in a money-making scheme now. You feel what I'm saying? I think the majority of America knows who they're going to vote for. So whatever's going to happen in the next 50, it ain't going to matter. Period.
But see,
That's what I really believe.
But that flies against the logic that Spud just said. Spud said the boy was down. Everybody, hold on, let me finish. Okay. He was down. Everybody wanted to see him go. He didn't have a shot. But for those last 2 days, he grinded it out. He went out there in his sweatsuit. He went out there with the earring. He went out there and he bought people coffee and patted them on the back. And that was all the difference. Oh.
Boo. It was boo. It wasn't coffee. It was boo.
Right.
Yeah, but again, he was hitting the moon with a little Voo with the orange label.
Yeah, that's what it was in the morning time. You know, for you and your kids, baby. For you and your baby. For you and your baby.
For you and your babies.
Because here's what I'm gonna say, Maynard, and I think as a natural born Detroiter, here's one of the mistakes that we make in Detroit.
You natural born up there.
You don't realize that the rest of the state ain't like Detroit, and the rest of the state of Michigan is really what the United States of America is really about. So those constituents, that base, they've already made their decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say this, Lamont, real quick, because you're from Detroit? Is it me? And Manny, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Has Joe Biden been to Detroit?
Yes.
No.
No, he was in Warren the other day, right? No, he was in Warren.
No, but he was in Detroit when he now this was still actually primary season, but he was in Detroit when he laid the man out in the when he said, "You a damn liar," when he called old boy a liar.
No, I think that was Madison Heights.
That's Madison Heights.
It was Madison?
That's
Okay.
the Mound plant.
But he did do Mildred.
Well,
what does that got to do with anything? That ain't showing up at Barbara and Connie's.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, Spud, no, that's a lie. He was up on Livernois the other day. Yes, he has been to Detroit. He was up at we lost the homie, but Maynard, he was up at
we'll get it. Go ahead, Lamont.
At 313 the other day. I remember the brother. I think that's the name of the clothing facility or the clothing store is 313. So I think he did the Madison Heights run or the Warren run, and he ended up on 7 Mile. Now I would have rather seen. Now we don't want to diss that young brother, but he didn't run by Simply Casual. You know what I'm saying? He could have picked up somebody there with our homie Rufus, but Mr. Bartell. But I do know he was on Livernois.
Okay.
Speaking of the Avenue of Fashion and Mr. Bartell, what's the status out there with the economy with those businesses out in that area?
Well, here's what I'll say, because I think we still got a little issue with the homie.
What's up with my camera?
I don't know. We hear you, baby, but maybe the Lord didn't. I don't know. I was having an issue too.
On the show today, huh?
Joe Biden is angry with your ass.
No, but Maynard, I snuck in there the other day, and and shout out to DJ Babe. There is a lot of activity on the Avenue of Fashion. Not to put some people's bids in the street, but I've heard a lot of Michigan grants have been going to small business owners in that area. A lot of building up, you know what I mean? A lot is happening over there, bro. So it's like, it's really cool. But again, we're in COVID season, so hopefully a lot of those businesses can hold on, get some dispensation until everything kind of really opens back up, where people can start to walk and be able to, be a part of what they got going. But there's definitely some activity over there. You know what I'm saying? And again, I do remember I didn't see any photos of Joe being anywhere else. I know he made that one pit stop, and he had a bag in his hand. So I don't know if he bought whatever Detroit Hustle Harder or whatever the young brother sells over there, but he definitely spent some bread over there on Livernois.
Spud, we see you, and you need to keep your clothes on, my dude.
Okay, good.
Keep your clothes on over there, my dude. Keep them on.
I don't know what's going on happening.
Hey, speaking of stimulating the economy, we probably should thank the sponsor one time real quick and give them a little quick shout out at 34 minutes.
That's exactly what we have to do. No, I'm just kidding. No, shout out to my man Arrington, Gavin. I've been following him at Rugged EVO. He's been doing his thing, collecting new people to sell the product, expanding the business, which is extremely important, extremely, really, 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 got to give him a lot of props with, expanding during the time of COVID-19, when a lot of people are not really ordering or, doing anything. Like today is just not a good day for me. People calling me, my fucking thing not working. Anyways, go to ruggedevo.com. That's ruggedevo.com, and get yourself some bombs, lotions, get your beard game together, fellas. That's ruggedevo.com. Use the promo code 3guys-001. That's promo code 3guys-001. Use that when you check out and get 10% off of your order. Speaking of politics, can we talk about Candace Owens dissing Cardi B?
No.
No?
No.
But is Candace Owens right? Should rappers stay in their lane? If you don't know what you're talking about, should you be out here speaking on things you don't know how to speak on?
Well, what was Cardi B? Here's my beef for Cardi. Excuse me, not my beef, but here's my beef for Candace. And I say we put these tax returns up. Cardi spent a lot of money with the IRS, baby. You feel what I'm saying? So her opinion is valid. I mean, she has the right.
But what does that have to do with her interviewing Joe Biden?
You know what, though, Spud? Lamont makes a very valid point. And the point basically is, we Americans.
Yeah.
I'm an American. My voice matters too, right? So everybody, and Cardi just happens to be a thought leader by the nature of who she is and where she is in pop culture. That is what it is, and she is allowed as any other American to have an opinion.
Well, wait a minute. When you say thought leader, are we taking into account that 24 months ago she was up at Sue's Rendezvous?
Nobody would have thought of Wet and Gushy. I mean, nobody would have came.
Yeah, I mean, man, she used to do lap dances for like $15. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but everybody grows out of that.
I mean, I just want to state the fact. I mean, has Candace done lap dances like ever in her life?
Maybe, who knows? But I don't think that matters.
It doesn't matter, but I just like bringing it up. Let's not forget where Cardi comes from.
We all come from somewhere, Lamont.
No. But you don't come from doing lap dances, do you, man?
What does that have to do with anything?
I just like saying it. It makes me feel better. Have you ever done a lap dance, Maynard?
Okay, all right. I have done a lap dance.
Have you ever done a lap dance?
I mean, listen, it was a rough time in college. And shit, look, I had some bills that had to get paid. I didn't take nothing off, and I ain't touched nothing. But
Okay. All right. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can I just...
You know what? He was trying to give it to us, man, but I don't know. It's fine. I think it's the ghost of Joe Biden today.
It's the ghost of Joe Biden.
I have no idea what is happening here.
I'm telling you, Uncle Joe didn't. He's like, what do you
Joe
mean?
was
I
trying to
can't
let you know, stop. Yo, put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name.
Speaking of Uncle Joe, I have this question because I keep hearing all these people say Uncle Joe, but Joe Biden is a very good man. You know, he knows how to bring the world together. He can bring people together. My question is can he really bring people together? I mean, I would think like this, right? If you're a racist, you're a racist. If you are a person that don't like Jews, or if you are anti-Semitic, or you're a part of white supremacy, you're going to be that way no matter what, right? So all of these things that are out of the closet since Donald Trump has been the president, they're not going to change because Joe Biden becomes the president, right? So can he really bring the people together?
Sure. I think a lot of times when we start talking about bringing people together, what we have to remember is a lot of bringing them together is the idea that we're bringing Congress together. We don't always have to bring all the people of the country together. That's going to be difficult. There are going to be some people who are, but when you can what they call it, appeal to people's higher angels or whatever that is, whatever that statement is, and you can talk to a congressman and convince him to, look, let's do what's right, right? So all of them had a vested interest in continuing slavery. We had to fight a war to get rid of it. All of them had a vested interest in suppressing the right to vote. LBJ was able to say, look, this is the direction we're going in. And and 100 years ago, somebody said we needed to have universal health care. It took 100 years before Barack moved us into the Affordable Care Act, but if you don't put an anchor in the sand today, you'll never be able to get where you're going. So you got to start at the start.
Okay. Lamont, why are you in your feelings this week, my man?
I'm actually not. I mean, I'm okay. We got to talk about this in the production meeting. I'm actually happy, man. I feel like the COVID numbers are trying to come down. I talked to some other homies in Georgia today, or Atlanta per se. They ain't wearing masks in Atlanta. My man in Miami told me they're not wearing masks in Miami, but, you know, some of the numbers are coming down, man. So I'm not really in my feelings as my phone and text and everything is telling me that we are wearing masks in Atlanta. One of the homies just texted me, but you can keep that. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm getting ready to turn 50. You know, I'm half of 100.
Wait a minute. You feel like you're about to turn 50 or you are?
Yeah, because I woke up the other day, I had this little pain in my foot, like in my little pinky toe. Now, I didn't want to say I stubbed it, you know, the night before, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, this 50, I'm embracing it. So, I mean, I don't want to say I'm in my feelings about that because I don't want to feel like it's a bad thing. I think it's a wonderful thing. But, you know, we just here, man. And I think we should all be happy.
You real happy about being 50. I ain't mad.
Being 50?
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, statistically, Maynard, we supposed to both be dead or in jail. You know, several baby mamas. Probably selling crack. But we're not. You know, we're doing pretty good, man. Out of all the bad that we hear about every day, I mean, we're good. We're okay. We're making it through. You know what I'm saying? I think we're making a difference.
What are you going to do for your birthday?
Man, I don't want to talk about that, man. I'm a little hurt right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why you didn't say you were in your feelings about that?
Because it's not, you know, ain't nothing we could do about it. It was a COVID thing. You know what I'm saying? We had a little thing that was supposed to pop off in the south of France. You know, we talked about that on the podcast before, but, you know, few of the homies, we was going to fly over. We was going to do it big. We was going to try to show Magic Johnson and his crew how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But
I was prepared to jump on the private too. I was already talking about, you know, what that ticket was going to look like and everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't, by the way.
Why not?
To go to the south of France?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's a lot of money.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it a style. You go to certain places in the world, man, but that south of France, that food, I'm sorry.
Spud, nothing's too expensive for our man.
You feel what I'm saying?
The homie Lamont, if he said we supposed to be in the south of France, and he gonna wear his yellow Speedo with the romper on top.
Red, my guy. Red
Speedo with the romper.
Yeah.
Then that's what it is.
Now the backside was gonna be full, man, and it wasn't gonna be a thong in the back. You understand?
Thankfully, my dude. Thankfully.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be a thong Speedo, but it was gonna be full in the back. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to do it off the side of the boat, you know. But me and the wife, we talked about it. You know, we're gonna figure out how 2021, because I hate to say it, I got a prediction. Donald might get 4 more. They come up with a vaccine come November, December. Fauci saying by May of next year, everybody should be vaccinated, and we go by June, July.
Listen, here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that idea.
Trying to get my stuff together.
That's all right.
Am I back?
Well, we're going to find out, are you back? No, you're not back.
So it ain't just me. It was me earlier, now it's Spud's turn.
Yeah. But here's the problem with the vaccine part. Are you prepared, Lamont? Because first of all, I know you're not really even big on vaccines.
No, I'm not taking that.
Are you prepared to take the vaccine?
Of course not. But what I need everybody that works for Delta or British Airways or the Solars down in Cabo or the Villa people over in the south of France, they're going to take it to make sure my eggs is right, you know what I'm saying, and my bacon is crispy, and let them do what they do.
But the thing to me, though, is the same way that you hesitant, there's going to be a whole lot of other people hesitant, right?
As they should be.
And
back.
When they are hesitant, that means that we really probably won't be able to get the vaccine to be popped off the way, you know what I'm saying? You follow me? Okay.
Now
Lamont's gone.
It's happening.
I'm telling you, this is the ghost of Donald Trump, bro. Go ahead. No,
So
come on with
a
the
lot
vaccine.
of people, you know, in order for it to really like kind of return us to a situation where everything is chill, we're going to need a lot of people that have had the vaccine to work.
Okay, are you going to take it, Maynard?
Not fresh out the gate. No, hell no.
You give it to your baby?
No, wait a minute. Slow down.
Good answer. Good. There we go. That's why I want
Watch
to make
your
sure
mouth,
we
my
clear.
dude. How you going to bring my
Why?
baby girl?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You ain't talking about my baby girl, is you?
Well, no, that's a tester right there. If you're going to give it to your baby, spoil, would you let Deshaun, even though Deshaun, he kind of not your baby because he's a man, but he's your baby. You going to let him take it?
I mean, you know, if he on his deathbed, I might be like, you know, you might probably need to take this. Yeah.
Maybe. I got you. Okay.
So what are you guys thinking about Power? Power is back. First of all, Lovecraft Country is the best thing on TV, in my opinion.
Well,
other than this, you know, the man on man sex scenes.
Power is just
It's trash.
No.
Trash.
Yo, let me say this. The soundtrack is better than the writing currently.
What?
The soundtrack
You know, wait. And man, I'm glad. Wait, I'm glad you said that.
Right now, it's Mary J. Blige. That's the only problem with Power.
No. Here's what Maynard said is right. And you know what? You got to throw P Valley in there. A lot of these shows on TV, we need to bring back the soundtrack. A lot of these movie shows, even you got to give Lovecraft Country some credit because they threw Cardi in there. They threw 2 Cardi records in there. Like they're doing really well with the music. So I think you're right about the soundtrack. But Mary, and we love Mary family.
Yeah.
This is a role that a paper bag could do. So
Well,
they
right
call
now,
Mary J.
look,
Blige.
look.
Job at that. Now, Method Man on point.
He's a duffel bag.
What?
I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. Listen, let me back up and disagree slightly with Lamont. I don't feel like Mary is playing a horrible. I don't feel like Mary is acting poorly. I don't feel like Method is. I just feel like the writing is not amazing, and I continue to have a problem with either the length of time that a day is in New York City, or how close everything is. Like my dude.
Didn't Ghost die like 4 months ago?
Well, according to the movie, he only died. I mean, according to the show, he only died like 3 days ago, right?
They just did the service yesterday, right?
They just did the service, so he only died a minute ago. But he can go from the magical school that he's in, whatever it's called, Stansfield, to the funeral, to the university, to the courtroom, to the this, to the that, to somewhere else, and then get back, and it's like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, that New York traffic don't work like that.
I'm like, yo, does my dude have? He got Ghost left him the helicopter?
Well, it's all in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? It's all in Lower Manhattan. It's all right there, guys.
Lamont,
Yeah,
you know you can't move like that in Lower Manhattan like that. You know that.
I had to tell you, I didn't even look at it like that, but you're right.
I
My man do be moving around.
Yeah.
And because it looked like where Mary's house was, they looked like they was in Queens somewhere.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, no, you're right.
Right. And I feel like the college is not in Manhattan.
No, that's Westchester County.
Right.
That's you're right on that.
So
That's right.
I'm like, how are they doing it? How's he getting from place to place all the time, everywhere? And I ain't seen him hop in no car, which obviously is counterproductive in New York City.
No, he did. Mary said when he left the house, I forgot the character's name. He did get in the car with dude, but again, like you said, they had to go to Westchester County, and they probably was in Queens. So hell, they know, depending on what bridge they was on, that took an hour. You know what I'm saying? So no, you're right, man. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
Green. How do I become green?
I don't know.
I have no idea what's happening. Now I'm purple.
I'm adjusting you now, but yeah, it's not easy being green.
Guys, sorry so much for this. I don't know what's going on tonight. Thank you guys for your patience and bearing with us. We truly apologize for these technical difficulties. We try to get it together. We got to get it together.
Can we jump on then? I'm sorry, because we've had some difficulties, and Lamont and I have been happy talking and running our mouths. Can we talk about what I was really interested in, and if we got some time, can a woman raise a boy to be a man?
Can't raise a man.
I thought you wanted to talk about the paint. But go ahead, man. I don't know why y'all keep hating on Pussy Valley.
Whoa.
It's called P Valley, by the way.
No, it's Pussy Valley, my guy. If you put it in Cody on the Fire Stick, you got to put in Pussy Valley.
You just want to say that. How many more times can you say it so that you feel better and comfortable?
Speaking of a woman not raising a man.
Right. Right. Let's talk about the paint. But go ahead, man. You're right.
Can a woman raise a boy to be a man is Maynard's question tonight.
Particularly a black man.
Well, what is your definition of a man?
Well, I think I think there's several parts to what makes someone a man. But I think the characteristics that we look at is, do you have the ability to look a man in the eye? You say, I screwed this up. I'm gonna get it right. Make that hard apology when when your ego can't take it. Be responsible. Stand up. Somebody calls your name, you stand up. You be accountable. Look for opportunities to lead versus always follow, and just kind of do the things that, at least how I watched my father do. It sounds stupid, but be a man.
It doesn't sound stupid. I just wanted to define what a man was. I mean,
I think that's subjective, Spud. Like,
it is. I mean, but
I don't think there's one definition of a man.
Okay, well, what do you think, Lamont? What's your?
I think one of the biggest things about being a man is understanding the landscape. I think also understanding a historical perspective. I think that when you talk about being a black man, I think one of the things that a real man should instill in a young man is understanding his history. Understanding that we had a history before what they call slavery. Understand that, a lot of things that we are shown. Now, this is my soapbox right here. I should have been in my feelings on this one. A lot of this is a lie. You know what I mean? Like, every day, I think Chris Rock was great when he said this about his daughters. But I think in young men, men should be told that when you leave this house, no one really cares about you, because they don't.
They don't.
The reality is that you being a man, and including us, every day we leave our homes, we're a target, not just from the police, but we're a target from creditors. We're a target from just, each other. We are just a walking target on many levels.
Diabetes.
Say again?
Diabetes.
I mean, yeah, let's not even talk about the medical perspective. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, there's so much responsibility that, it is being a black man. Like, this shit is for real. This is not playtime. So when you ask the question about can a woman raise a man?
Teach a boy how to be a man.
Right. And I had to learn this from my wife, of understanding in the corporate space, being a black woman is some shit that I have zero experience in. Zero. So she had to teach me some things that she had to deal with being a black woman in corporate America at a certain level. And it was almost like a wow, because again, I haven't had that experience. So I think from us, of course not, Maynard. I think, it's so many layers to it, my guy, of us and our history and what we've had to go through thus far in the last, let's not even say 400, in the past 200 years in this country. Like, yo, dog, like, this is really, really, we talk about the vaccine. I heard the president of Xavier on MSNBC earlier today, and I kind of wanted to kick my flat screen, but it's new, so I'm not going to do that, because the lady said, well, what about what happened in Tuskegee? You know what I mean? And what his response was, well, Tuskegee was a thing. He didn't say that, but it was in that manner. But we also had several other things. And now it's different because we have more information. So it's like, I would love to know what those other things were. You feel what I'm saying? Where we were targeted as, you know, people to do these trials. Like, what do you mean trials? Like, you working on me like I'm a Honda Accord? Like you trying to run a diagnostic on me? You don't really? Nah, we're not playing that game. So I know I'm long, but it's just this black man shit is, and I think again this is why we even named this podcast Three Black Guys with the Mic. I think there are a lot of people who are playing with the black thing, but this is who we are. This is what we've been since day one. You know, Maynard, you came out the birth canal being a black male. Am I right?
That's correct.
Spud, same thing. Lamont, same thing. So, you know, when I hear people talk about Black Lives Matter,
16% English in me.
Oh, that don't count. No, but I when I told somebody about the Black Lives Matter, I said no disrespect. I don't know what side of the coin I'm on, but I was black since day one. You understand? So while you screaming and hollering that's cool, but this is what I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything else. So I don't know about blue. And I know people that's the police, but they were black before they were blue. So again, I know I'm with the extended remix 7-minute version of Earth, Wind and Fire, but
you know, the thing is though, Lamont, you said something. You said they were black before they were blue. But are they black before they're blue is the question,
yes.
Right? You follow us up, like there was a time when they were black, and there's a time when, because what we find similar to what, you know, NWA's song said, the black police showing out for the white cop sometimes.
Yeah, but he had 20 some odd years in America before he got to that. And again,
that part don't matter, because this is what happens in the morning when they go into that place. They call it the muster. Somebody says, okay, you got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do the other thing, we got that other thing. All right, let's all go home tonight. And in that moment, that let's all go home, all go home statement is whatever you got to do to avoid somebody getting you do. You get them. Now, it's a horrible thing that we saw happen in Los Angeles this past week with the
Compton. I say Compton.
With the
LA
two
boys don't like that.
LA sheriff deputies were ambushed, they say, in this vehicle. And I just got questions about that.
Can I go back before you get to that? Can I go back to, you know, can a woman raise a boy to be a man? I think I heard you say no, Lamont.
Yeah, I'm going with no.
I'm going to disagree with that. Okay. I mean, I have to salute all of the single mothers out there who have raised boys to the best of their ability, that showed them how to open up a door for a woman, that have shown them to, you know what I'm saying, what respect is, to stand up like a man, all of the, you know what I'm saying, the things that Maynard has said. So there are a plethora of, you know, black women out there that have instilled morals, values, and manners into black men, you know, that have gone on to do great things. I mean, so that's why my question was, you know what I'm saying, well, what do you define as a man? Because, I mean, again, it depends on what a man is. I mean, in these days, shoot, with the millennials, I mean, these kids out here, man, it's kids raising kids. It's 14-year-olds raising, it's 24-year-olds raising 12-year-olds.
Yeah, but Spud, here's my issue. When you say, I'm sorry, man, give me the answer, give me the question again.
Can a woman teach a boy how to become a man?
Yeah, so Spud, here's my question. You're right. A woman can raise a man. But would you agree or would you not agree that there would be some, what's the word I'm looking for? Be careful, Lamont. Some holes in that the complete understanding of what it is to being a man. It's just like with Maynard and his beautiful daughter. You know, could Maynard raise his beautiful daughter? Absolutely. But I just have this feeling that there's some things that Maynard's going to miss because he doesn't have the experience of being a girl, to being a young woman, to being a woman, to be, you know, and all of those things in between that come with being I know we can't say female anymore, right? To being a young girl that blossoms into a woman. There's certain things that Maynard's going to miss.
Well, you know,
could he raise her? Absolutely, but I don't think it's going to be a complete.
The thing about that, Lamont, what I would say too, because you're on to it. How men deal with men is a thing, and having like your mother can be like, "Yo, you don't let nobody punk you." That boy says something to you, you go and say, and that's one thing. How to operate around other cats is something that only a dad can give. Now, I'll say this. I love my mother. I was with my mother and my sister this past weekend. We spent a good deal of time. And my parents divorced when I was 16-ish, 17. So I had my father all my life, and he continued to be a phenomenal father till today. He's always there for me. And my mother can move me. She can say things and ask me to do things, and I do it because, like, oh shit, it's my mom. I got to take care of it. I got to do it. I want to, or it might be I want her on my nerves. Let me just handle this so she leave me alone. But two things that mean more to me than anything in the world. If my father says, I'm very disappointed in you, or I'm very proud of you, those two things, I seek my father's approval in all things, all times. If he said, I'm very disappointed in you, that is a game stopper. My mother
that doesn't make you a man, or that doesn't make you more or less of a man.
No, what I'm saying is the power of what a father is in a boy's life is so much greater when you have when a man is being a good father, not great. A good father. He shows up here and there. He pays the bills. He comes home. He acts like he's half interested. Yeah, what you do today? Oh, that's good, son. Okay. That's just a good father. That's entry level. If he can just do those things, a boy will seek his approval at all times. If he does some of the amazing things, shows up to every football game, every baseball game. My father was the Cub Scout leader for the 6-7 black kids on our block. My father's, taught me the, stupid stuff that's like how to cut the grass, which you can learn that from anybody. That's not that. But when your father spends that kind of time and you have not a good father, but an even great father, there's nothing. I love my mother. There's nothing that she can do that has the type of impact on me that what his words do.
Okay. All right, we out, ladies and gentlemen. We are over our time. Sorry for the technical difficulties and the issues. We have absolutely no idea what was going on with the internet today. We will do it again on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Three Black Guys with the Mic. Make sure you share this episode. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the thumbs up button. Go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button for brand new episodes every single Monday. Also, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to be able to, watch our podcast. Share it on your Facebook page, on your Instagram page, so that way we can continue to grow the podcast. All right. Thank you so very much to our sponsor, Rugged Evolution. Go to ruggedevo.com. We'll do it again next week. Have a fantastic week. Peace out.